I don't know what happened with the music there, but hello everybody. Welcome to our third digital live of 2025 fall. Um, Wait a minute. Okay, sorry about that. Technical difficulties. I had the stream up in a different tab, so it was echoing. I don't know if that came through, but even if it did, we'll just go from here. So, welcome to our third digital live of the fall 2025 campaign. We are here with Dylan Lieckfelt. I am Zach. This is Lale, and Dylan is our guest. He was an intern over the summer, and we're just going to talk to him today.
Okay, hi everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Dylan, we're excited to have you here as well. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat and we'll get to them during our Q&A section. So Dylan, to start things off with you, do you mind telling us a little bit about yourself and some of your experience as a professional? What things are you working on right now and what things did you work on in the past?
Yeah, no problem. Over the summer, I was in the digital summer clinic and I worked for Giggle. It's a small gig-based platform, and I'm still working with them. Actually, they expanded my internship, and then because of the digital summer clinic, I actually got a second internship as well through Ann Arbor Spark.
That's impressive.
Absolutely great to hear. Yeah, you seem to be one of the interns that's making the most out of the program for sure. So we'd love to kind of pick your brain about that today and just get to know you a little bit better. So to kick things off, our first question for you is: what projects did you work on with Giggle, and what's it like working in a startup environment?
Working for a startup is really interesting because you got to wear like multiple hats because there aren't enough employees to do every job, so they're just kind of all thrown at you. While I was with Giggle, I did everything from UI UX like concept art for our app layouts, and then I also completely overhauled their website, redesigned it, and then set up all the data gathering like analytics for it, and then made like 30-day reports for my time I was there.
That's really neat. So I have a question, but before I ask it, I kind of want to dig more into that. So how did you get experience in doing all of that kind of design stuff? Like, have you worked on it before prior to your internship, or was a lot of it like self-taught?
Yeah, so I just have like a passion for art. So all the UI UX concept art was just fully me, just whatever. I'll try my best at it. And then when it came into the website design, I've actually been doing a little bit of website design all the way since like freshman year of high school. It's been like a little bit of just a side project I've always been like tinkering with. So that helped me a lot in the internship. And then during the internship, the only reason I was able to do any of the Google Analytics and the data driven stuff was because that was taught to me while I was in the digital summer clinic.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
I
so
think
cool.
that's super cool because I mean, UX and like all that stuff is like a super like underrated branch of like the digital summer clinic. Like there's so many interns that do it, but it's just not talked about a ton. It's not like one of those like, like fancy like social media manager titles, it's more of you're like in the weeds doing stuff, but it's important to like, recognize that a lot of people actually do like UX and like web design and all that. And I think, your work over the summer was like fantastic. That's why you're, continuing. So yeah,
Thank you.
super cool.
So what would you say was the most rewarding part about your internship?
I would say the most rewarding part of my internship was the last day when I got the little paper that said, "Woohoo, you completed the internship." And then all the stress melted away and everything was done. So that was amazing. But when it comes to the actual experience throughout the internship, probably some of the best experiences were just going around Detroit with my internship company Giggle, and just like going out to get like lunch casually and just like talking, chatting. It was really nice. It wasn't just work focused. It was also just more of a community kind of thing.
Nice.
Yeah, that's what the digital summer clinic is all about. It's just the community aspect of it. And that's also like how you network. Like that's probably how you were able to get your, Spark job. It's just networking. And I think the digital summer clinic and the mentors just do such a good job of like, especially Kim and Alacrita, they just do such a good job of like really pushing the networking and like teaching you like how to do it successfully and just like be a professional. And I think there's a lot of value in that that's often overlooked. It's just how important like the networking part is and just how much you learn in it. So So our last question is how has the internship helped you in your career, like in future success?
I mean, I'd for sure just build off what you were just saying, the whole networking aspect of the digital summer clinic. Because of the digital summer clinic, I got connected with Giggle, and then they kept me on for a secondary internship, which runs year round and can be discontinued at any point. So that's a really nice, just casual side hustle that I have because of the digital summer clinic. And then I also got a new internship with Ann Arbor Spark because of them, because the director, Bud Gibson, reached out to me personally and sent me all, like the job information and all that, the details for me to fill out. So if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't even know the job was up for grabs, and I wouldn't have even been able to get it. I wouldn't have even been able to apply. There was no official postings for it.
And it's kind of like what I try to tell everyone. You're the perfect example of it, is that your network is your net worth, because he knew someone and they told him about opportunity. So that's why I urge everyone, if you're watching this, please talk to more people, because you never know when an opportunity can present yourself through your network.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, that was super insightful from you, Dylan, just about your experience. We do have a question from the chat. This is our Q&A portion of our live. It's from Yacht Sports. What is the best part about UX design? I think that's for you, Dylan.
The best part of it is just the freedom. It's really hard because there's a lot of things you have to take into account. When with UI UX, obviously screen mapping, what parts of the screen get used more than others, depending on phone layouts, whether it's vertical, horizontal. There's so many small things like that you got to worry about. But at the end of the day, those are just the guidelines. You get to design what everything else looks like, and that's the part of it that I personally enjoy a lot. And I just enjoy that freedom and that creativity.
Yeah, I have a question. Okay, so are you on TikTok?
I'm not on TikTok.
Oh my gosh. Okay, then you probably.
Well, I mean, I am, but it's not like I post on TikTok. I'm not active.
Oh, well, I just mean do you have the app?
Yeah, I have a TikTok.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know if you've come across these videos, but I always see videos from people that know how to make websites, and they're like, make websites fun again. So they're really random, and you can do a lot of kind of trinket stuff with them. So can you make websites like that?
I did actually have to write some custom code for Giggle when I was with them for their website, just to do some simple visual things, like get scrolling text to go across the pages, get animated swirls, random stuff like that. Wow. So yeah, I can do stuff like that. It makes the websites a whole lot more fun and a whole lot more interactive.
Yeah, for sure. That's cool.
Yeah, I mean, just kind of building off that, that's one thing, at least from my internship, we did a lot of website overhauling. The website for my company was not particularly pleasing to look at. And that was the thing they just kept emphasizing, is you just you need to use your creativity, and you kind of need to just push yourself to try different things, and just be, just like what you were saying, just be creative, and to have that freedom is just it's so cool. And that's what marketing's kind of all about,
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's definitely useful to look at other people's websites, whether it's a partnership or a rival similar company. It's definitely useful to look at their websites to get a rough guideline, but still, it's just all about what do you want to do? How do you want it to look? What colors do you want?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so I think that's about it for us. So before we wrap up, I just want to say thank you, big thank you to anyone who joined our digital live today.
And thank you so much, Dylan, for being here. Everyone, if you enjoyed this episode, then you're not going to want to miss the next one. It's going to be on October 13th at 5:30 p.m. So we hope to see you guys there. Bye.